Hey Sages, welcome. It's time for your new moon reading happening on January 2nd. Ooh, new moon in Capricorn. Time to set those intentions, those goals if you haven't. What new energy do you want to bring in? Sorry, too many cards. We're going to pull 3 cards. It's going to be what's coming up inside of you, rising inside of you, that moon energy, intuition, what the new moon is telling you, and then potential outcome. New moon happens January 2nd, as I said. I believe it's 1:35 p.m. New York time, Eastern time. You'll have to check for your time zones. Okay, but hey, I hope you had a great new year. Emotions are running high. Energy is gaining momentum. Okay, thank you. No, there's too many cards. The last couple of readings I've been getting a time for healing. That's come out a couple times. I've been getting an additional message. So, you know, it is what it is. This is the Moonology deck, if I didn't say that. So what's up, Sag? Did you have a good birthday? Hopefully you're enjoying the holidays. We're about to get back to it, right? As they say, start a new year and shut the door on 2021. For me, anyway. Emotions are running high. You aren't kidding. This is something I want to get rid of. I am a Sag, so if you didn't realize that. Supermoon. What's going on in you? Are your emotions taking you over from what happened with the past, what happened in the last month with all the festivities, family, friends, activities, or not? And you're kind of frustrated about that? Are you passionate? You know, I feel passion from this because, you know, we are Leos. If you have Leo in your sign, you might want to check that. We are fire signs. And also, by the way, this is general, may not resonate, so you can check your moon, your rising, or your Venus, south node, north node. The energy is telling us from the new moon that the energy is gaining momentum. So whatever emotions that we're messing with, that we're playing with, that we're experiencing, bubbling up inside of us, goals, ambitions, healing, whatever that might be, it's gaining momentum in this waxing moon. So the new moon is telling us we are gaining momentum. And the outcome is it will heal us. How beautiful. Time for healing. There's so much of healing that needs to go on, whether you're personally ill or family has been ill, whether you're dealing with emotions, whether this year brings some tough times. Like we're all dealing with something. Something always needs to be healed. So to see this, and it's such a soft energy, such a beautiful purple. I know if you've watched any of my other readings, I'm kind relegated to the basement with everyone being home, so it's a little dark, but this is a soft purple, blue, indigo, kind of third eye chakra energy. Okay, so we're going to get some messages from the oracles, from Art of Manifestation Oracle deck from Jenny Florence, to further explain what these moon messages and energies are. You know, I love the new moon. It always, if you work with moon energy, I always start my new projects right at the new moon or just after. You know, I hold off on new energy. Like through the rest of the month, I work to accomplish the goal, so I release it at the full moon. And then, thank you. Got 3 right off the top. And then start again with the new. Take time out. These energies are running high. Learn to say no. Nurture. Wow. Scorpio, maybe Libra. I know we've gotten a lot of nurture coming up. So there's a lot of healing and allowing things to take their place. All right, so let's hear what the oracles have to say. Take time out. 55. Change also. That's a number for change, if you want to look that up. Give yourself permission to stop. Sometimes we need to know to slow down and rest up, and yet so often we keep on pushing and pushing, even though there are clear signs that we should stop. Taking time out now will allow you to replenish your energy, return revitalized and with an abundance of focused energy. Okay, so this is a personal thing. It may not be happening with you. It may not resonate, but I can find that when I'm giving, going, doing, I'm running off of a lot of energy, adrenaline, just my own motivation, telling myself to do things. And then sometimes it makes me a little cranky, right? I'm like, how come anybody else can't see that I need a break? It's my responsibility. I'm the one that's got to say when. So that could definitely be where this is, that you're kind of tired, you're, done in from the past year, let alone the festivities and what you may have done to make everything the best that you can for yourself and for others, whether that be your collective, your family, whatever it might be. The energy is gaining momentum with this new moon message, and the oracles are saying, learn to say no. Saying no is an act of love. When we say a healthy no to an abusive situation, whether this is in a response to another person or to ourselves, we are setting limits and establishing healthy boundaries. A healthy no is saying yes to life. Give your permission to say no. All right. Looking at this in the overall of what we're talking about, learning to say no, taking a time out, these emotions are running high, this energy is gaining momentum, we're starting to get to burnout already. We need this time of healing and to nurture ourselves. This is a very specific message from the new moon, that the new moon is telling us, while it's a new time of beginnings, that new beginning should be, for those that this resonates with, health, personal space, boundaries, and connecting to our source, our inner strength. Because if we don't, we're just going to go further and further in a direction we really don't want to go into. Well, that's our fiery energy, isn't it? But Sagittarius, out of all of them, tend to be the least of the fire, as far as overdoing. We do have the wanderlust. We take on the challenges. What's the new adventure? I can keep going. I can keep going. I can keep going. What's new? What's new? What's new? And then finally, nope. I find that happens to me. The only times I really get an illness is when the universe is like, gosh, if I don't give her this, she's not going to stop. She needs to stay home for a couple of days, or she needs to rest and sleep in longer, something along those lines. So we always get what we need when we need it. Right. So I'm using the Dreams of Gaia. They have beautiful extra messages in here, archetypes, not your traditional, not too many cards, thank you, Spirit, not the traditional tarot. So it works perfectly with the moon readings. Love this. These images on here are beautiful. It's one of my favorite decks. I don't use it in regular tarot readings as much. Sometimes I'll use it as a clarifier. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. Let's give me those 3 clarifiers for this moon energy, please, for our lovely Sagittarians. When I did the pre-shuffle on this card was like, these cards are falling out, and now they're being stubborn. If they don't give me some love here in a second, I'm going to just pull them. Speaking of, I'm still healing from my own little sinus infection. Happened over the American holiday around Thanksgiving. And it's still there. It's not quite gone away yet. Heaven and earth, there's some balance. There's some grounding as well as our spiritual work. Intuition. Healing. Self. Okay, so we got some bonus messages here. Here we are. Here's our 8 of fire. Moving forward, going with passion. We're being gifted. Ace of Pentacles, look at that. Or in this case, Ace of Earth. What a divine gift. New beginning. Self. What was I saying? Wow, this is a time for us. And we are going to reboot ourselves to get passionate again. Tap into that fire energy to get our abundance. Wow, this is beautiful. So, this is an 11 of Earth. Even though we don't, normally have this in other cards. And it obviously is showing you the duality. It's also showing us that these emotions and the times that we're taking, that maybe we need to ground and get out of our upper chakras. I have a tendency to be in my upper chakras a lot, my upper third eye and crown, especially when I'm channeling, because I'm an intuitive channeler. So you're tapping into the messages from spirit, from your angels, from guides, from elements, everything around you. So you're super hyper in that space, and sometimes you get foggy and you can't really reconnect with where you need to reconnect. So it's important. I personally go out and just walk outside, open the door, walk out on the deck, breathe in some fresh air, go have a cup of tea or something, and get myself back so that I can move forward, because everything is about balance. So that emotion running high, taking the time out, if you've been doing too much, or if you're grounded and you've been in that 3D and you've been helping and doing and going and going and going, you might need to take some time out, rest, do some yoga, get in a meditative state, breathe. You know, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I'm feeling like I'm in this anxious space here, and that I need to just take a deep breath. Take that time out. That's beautiful. 11. Thank you. Earth card. Also, excuse me. I just brought it up. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. If you have placements there, or if you have somebody in your life, learning to say no is an act of love. The energy is gaining momentum. When we say no, it's a yes. It's a gift to ourselves. And this comes in between nurturing and healing. This intuition card, which is a 22, this is telling us to tap into our inner knowing. Sagittarians are extremely intuitive and one of the most spiritual signs, although it's not often spoken about, but it's true. I mean, it does have a very Scorpio feel to this card, but we all have intuition no matter what sign we are. But in particular, this is telling us, again, with this slow down, connecting, saying no, we have to tap into our intuition, listen, so that we can heal, nurture. We also have healing here. So we have Archangel Raphael, who is here. Wow. There is a great healing taking place. And now I would say this is universal, but it's definitely self. We're connecting to self. We are grounding. And by healing ourselves, we're able to heal collective, heal from spirit, heal our family, heal everything. Because if we don't take care of ourselves, we cannot take care of others. You know, my daughter reminded me the other day. She went to do something. Her cat was screaming for food. And so she went to go make her cup of coffee or something along those lines, and she took a sip and she said to the cat, she had me on speakerphone, and she goes, I have to put my face mask on first before I take care of you. Now, for those of you who have flown, you know that's the warning that they give you, because if you don't take care of yourself first, you're not going to be in any place or space to help your child, your family member, whomever is next to you. So I thought that was hysterical, her using that analogy, and that just popped into my head. If we do not heal ourselves, we cannot help anybody else, right? Whoever that else is. We cannot control our business and work towards a higher gain, our spiritual gifts. We cannot help our family, our community, get that better job, make that better, pot of stew, whatever it might be. We have to come from a much more centered space. Oh my gosh, my kid, she cracks me up. Because we're tapping into something that's going to bring us great passion. We're going to move forward as we go through this year and as we go through this new moon period to the next new moon. For our abundance, for our pentacles, the universe wants to give us all that we desire in this Ace of Earth. Going back to the 11th of Earth, 111, you might double check those numbers for you, right? And 11, so repeating ones, this is all, and a 10, this is all new beginnings, all new healing, new thoughts and intuition coming into your new self for 2022, because we're always changing, we're always evolving. And with that, we tap into that beautiful fire energy that we are, and bam, there we go. Loving this. All right, let's get some angels and ancestors. Final messages for our beautiful Sagittarians. Hello, sisters and brothers. I love you all. Thank you for being here on my channel. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And once we get this message, I want to wish... Oh, gosh, too many, though. Thank you. I want to wish you all a happy new year. I know it's going to be amazing. We're in a tough time. Collectively. We're building a new earth. And I know it's a struggle. I do know that. Do your best to protect yourself. Have empathy. Come from a place of love. Don't get wrapped up too much in all the garbage because it's going to weigh you down. But with that, we have a few years to go. I'm going to do a Lightworkers and Starseed reading after I get the yearlies out. Oh, thank you. High Priest. Hello, Isis, Osiris. Intend and create. Right there. There's our fire. We're going to create. Trade, exchange energy, and create abundance. Wow. This healing energy, right? So we have to walk towards what it is that we're looking to create in our life. We have to exchange the energy. If we have no energy to exchange to walk towards our abundance, we don't meet with it. We don't tap into that energetic vibration. So it's very important. You know, I always say when we make our intentions and our goals and we do all this, if we don't take a step toward it, we can't meet with it. So practically, I want to lose 10 pounds, or this is my goal is to lose 10 pounds by spring. Well, if you're not going out and exercising or stop eating cookies for breakfast, which I'm guilty of, especially during the holiday season, you're not going to attain that goal, right? I want to write the great American novel or great novel of the world. If you don't put your pen to paper, it's never going to happen. The inspiration's not going to come to you. But also, on the other hand, if we haven't healed ourselves, we don't have the energy to meet with our destiny there. Bask in joy and light. Oh, this is this healing energy, right? Summer energy here. Be also of abundance. I just feel like, you know, the colors are same. It's synchronistic with the self. We need to come from this light space of healing, our intuition, tapping and setting our boundaries, knowing who we are, and being ready to move forward. Because honestly, Sagis, we have the intent and create. We have the 8 of fire, the gift from the universe. We're tapping into that energy to create abundance. Once we do all this healing and letting go and do this new moon energy of connecting back to self, bam! We are moving into something absolutely fabulous, whatever that abundance means to you. So I'm excited, and I can always learn a lesson about learning to say no and taking time out. So this speaks to me just as much as anything else. Thank you so much again, and I look forward to talking to y'all soon. Have a good new year. Bye.